Hey, welcome to another Fashion Figure Friday. We're going to look at another Barbie Bazaar. We're jumping ahead to August when they didn't go by bi-monthly. It was August 2000. First off, I have not shown off this guy yet, but I got him, maybe I did, off of a thrift store video. But I had him because I got this Dream Mellow for $7.99. I wanted to try a wig on somebody, so I grabbed him. And go by your Walmart and check these out for $5 each. You definitely can use the extra figures for rebodies and other things. Especially for G.I. Joes. It's a great thing for G.I. Joes because they're very articulating. They got double jointed knees and elbows, I think. And the elbows. Alright, but anyway, we're here to look at Barbie Bazaar from actually 2000. So the year 2000 was not the end of the world. We got the Magic of Camelot. Little theater, zoom in. Alright, so exclusive foreign fashions. Oh, let's see what we got in here. I haven't opened this thing in years. First off, we were greeted with ads. And then we're greeted with the features section. So let me see if I can get this right. And thanks to Eddie out there for telling me that this is, you could read it, good, because I was afraid that the LED lighting or the extreme brightness or glare, three things that I'm concerned about, because sunlight does much better. But this morning it's actually nice outside, but when the sun comes up, the bugs will start drying off their wings and start attacking like crazy. So here we go with some more of these things. Nothing pops out to me, but you can read it real quick. You can pause that and read it. All right, fashion show is about to begin. So is this the first time we had these model muse, or not model muse? What are they called? The I keep wanting to say brimstone. It's not the brimstone. And it's not limestone. Silkstone. Like, my gosh, why can't I think of it? I like the silkstones. They're not play value though. I had a few of them, and then I think I sold them because I had to downsize my collection. Yeah, when you take care of family, you got to have them come first. So, and got to get rid of stuff so you can have family members live here. All right, so nope. I thought we were starting with an article already. I thought, oh, okay, she's talking about sleeping over with her new something. I like looking at the ads, actually. I didn't like it back then, but I like it now because it gives me a frame of reference for where we are in time. And some of the things I forgot all about. Now, if you want some jean dolls, D's by the Sea, selling some for $20 each, still in the box. I bought one, even though they're the straight arms, straight legs. They're not bendable at all. I was like, $20? Her fashions were $20. I mean, seriously. And she has at least half a dozen over there. I'm surprised that they're just not being snatched up left and right, because people come down here and they go shopping at thrift stores. But I think Jean's been forgotten. I think that people just don't remember who Jean is. Now, granted, I don't have the room for it. I only kept about 4 or 5 of my tonner-sized dolls, or whatever you want to call them, because you just take up so much space. I kept the Wicked Witch, of course. She's the best. I mean, she's got that green skin. I kept one of the guys from, I put a red wig on him, so I don't know which one he is. I don't even know their names. I think he's the black hair guy from, you're like, what are you talking about? The Chronicles of Narnia. Because he was smaller than the other one. The other one was just too big. I kept him. And I kept the white-skinned alien or whatever. I don't know what she was called, because she just looked cool. I remember having these. Those pants. Look at those pants. Yeah. So it's McKelman's Dominic. That's what it was. I was like, what kind of name is Dominic? I think I still have that shirt, but I think those pants, they messed up a long time ago. I don't think I ever got these two, but I definitely remember getting that one. I got a few others too that I think were just like trying to be like Ken and swimsuit things. I like it when people do that kind of stuff. Like Charisse and Candy, I love those dolls. They had a different type of feel to the rubbery legs. They weren't as like rubbery. They were more like, it's hard to explain. More like silky finished. Are we gonna get to actually articles? Like, all right. So we have right here, Bazaar letters. So if you want to read the Bazaar letters, I will make it where you can freeze frame it right here, and then I'll remove my finger because it's in the way. Hopefully there's not a glare there. There is a crack, so crack does kill the lettering. Okay, I'll try to frame it and then move my hand up. And then hopefully you can read. Can you read the top? Let me know if you can or cannot. It's small for me to even read with glasses on. That's why I'd like to be on the sunlight. Between takes. This is a hotline, so it's talking about the new things coming out, I think. I don't know much about that doll in particular. I do remember the Greek goddess thing, and she was really pretty. This one. Yeah, that was actually, I was about to say, I saw her at KB Toys. Like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, 2000 was when KB Toys was. KB Toys didn't shut down until 2003. God, it just seems like yesterday. Well, my KB Toys didn't shut down until 2003. You put it that way. Oh, I love her. I think she looks amazing. All right, let me move this up in case you really want to read that. Seize candies. That's bad English. You see candies. You don't seize candies. That doesn't make sense. Now I know it's the name of the company. I've never heard of Seize Candy though, but other than the doll. All right, so we got the Magic of Camelot. Let me move the camera because I keep bumping into the lamp over here with the side of the book. Okay, there's the article. You ever seen Sabrina the Teenage Witch whenever Merlin was all like... the way he acted was just completely just crazy. I think he was... I can't remember the name of the actor, but he was definitely different. Not noble. He was just like, yeah, just weird the way his voice was all cracking and stuff. Here's some more if you want to read this. And some down here. And then over here. And I'll move my hand as I move it up. Yeah. You can tell I never read this part because I just like the pictures. A comedy of errors. Barbie stars in a little theater. Now, a little theater, this was a theater, like it was like it wasn't a cardboard. I've never seen one in real life, I don't think. It may have, and I just didn't look at it very carefully. It was before my time, probably 60s. Seems like they stuck with the vinyl coated stuff in the 70s. What in the world? Evidently, I have no idea what's going on there. Some people do some strange stuff with their dolls, and I'm like, they're playthings, not... Okay, whatever. I live in a different world. Make sure I get into the crack right there. Oh, okay, so that's not really writing. It's just telling you what's left and stuff. Okay. For those who want to read the articles. And they have an open road. Zoom in on exclusive foreign fashions. All right, this sounds like it might be interesting. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's see. So far, nothing I personally would want to have, but I know a lot of you out there like this stuff. I understand why. I mean, it's good quality. I mean, no doubt about it. I had these dolls called, oh, what were they called? They were the British Birds. This was their slogan. They had amazing quality dresses. The dolls were so peekaboo looking though, but at the same time, they were pretty. They were like the mod girls. I love their fashions, but the dolls were just kind of like so bubble-headed. It just, I don't know, it's just too much. I guess I'm just too picky. Can you read that? Is that too far away? I guess you can zoom in on it on your screen. But let me know. I mean, like, I want to make sure I'm doing this for you guys because I'm fine either way. I mostly look at the pictures on some of this stuff, but I mean, I definitely want to help you guys. If I could, like, make this into some kind of digital library where you can borrow it for, like, whatever. Because they do that on Archive, but I've yet to find these on Archive. I wish they would. That way we can, keep the medium alive because they're never going to reprint this stuff. It's just going to disappear into the annals of time. Annals of time, not annals. Correcting myself there. Wow, look at her. Isn't she pretty? And Eddie knows he can actually say, hey, can you take a picture of this page? I'll have these sitting beside my computer for a while until I put them back into the box. Because I don't want to pick them up again and think I didn't do them. Well, let's do this one for August. I've already done that one for August. I just didn't remember. All right, Barbie doll's first steps. Every Barbie Bazaar reader knows the story of the famous Barbie doll. Here's the story again. I guess, you know. Steps in France, though. Oh, so it's got a twist to it. So is she called Tina in France? I know that my French pen pal was actually named an American name, but it was pronounced in a French way, Barbara, like Barbara. Barbara, and her brother actually had an American name too, Jefferson, which was, of course, Jefferson. I was like, do you call him Jeff for short? She's like, no, Jefferson. I was like, all right, just wondering. In English, we'd call him Jeff for short, or Jeff, not Jeff, but, you know. Anyway, it's hard to break the French accent. I wonder if I'm still his godfather. I had to become his godfather because in France you have to have, be Catholic to get, well, this was the 80s, I don't know about now. You had to be Catholic to get married, and they were atheists, so, but for the sake of him to be able to get married one day, I had to become his godfather, or they just needed a godfather. It's like, he was like almost my age. It was weird, but hey, whatever. I was like, sure, whatever. I don't know what that means to be a godfather. I just, I don't even think I've watched the movie. I've heard about it. You're like, what are you talking about? I know. Let's see. None of these appeal to me, but I can see the appeal of them. That one does. I've seen that one on a blonde bubble cut. It looks really cool. Looks very, almost 70s looking, honestly. Oh no, you know what? It does remind me more of like Samantha would wear in Bewitched. I used to watch that show a lot when I was a kid. I do think it's cool that they have like sets like this. They haven't done that in a while, I don't think. I don't know. I don't pay attention to Barbie stuff now. It's not as good as it was 25 years ago. I mean, they were doing fantastic stuff, and then what the heck happened? Did somebody die and leave it to another people that don't care about it? Cali Girl was one of the best lines. Flayless was one of the best lines. And all the way up to like 2006. And then, I don't know, lately they don't even name the dolls. It's just, everything's Barbie. I'm like, you know, she used to have friends. Now she has no friends. She just has herself. I'm not into that. I'd rather have them all have names. I mean, at least have names. I could change their names. I just think it lacks creativity that it used to have. Back to school with Barbie. So these are like pencil cases. Like that's a zipper case. Like a notebook cover. I'd probably get beat up for having this stuff when I was a kid. God knows I was beat up for just having dolls and I didn't bring them to school. But people know. Boy, I got beat up all the time for it. I got beat up because I had a Batgirl doll. Okay, right there. One day I hope I open one of these and Eddie's in here like that. I was like, it looks like Eddie sort of. Would that be kind of cool? She's about to fall out of that dress. Oh, look, it's Mrs. Frankenstein. All right, I must have missed something. So these, I don't remember seeing these dolls in stores. Are these one-of-a-kinds? Okay, must be that guy's one-of-a-kind dolls. I guess if I read the article, I'd know, but reading. Do I look like I live at Reading Railroad? No, I'm just kidding. I don't feel like reading into this. That looks cool, though. Whoa, it looks like a real person right there. That's cool. I like that. Stylish creation inspires. I am reading this one, so I'm just wondering, like, if she's a one-of-a-kind or if she's like something they sold. I don't think I've ever seen these on any like place to buy. These two that caught my eyes. I think these are one-of-a-kind. Yeah, her hairstyle is rerouted, not rooted, rerouted. So yeah, this is one-of-a-kind. I know, I probably would have picked it up if I read it. And you don't see a Barbie with a cigarette in her mouth. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, here we go. Here's some old stuff that's cool. Talking Barbie with Glenn Mendeville. Huh. Up. I moved the thing, sorry. Well, this is a stable life for Barbie, isn't it? And if this is too small, let me know. I mean, it looks fine to me, but I can't read on my screen, of course. I don't have supervision. Barbie doll's penthouse. I don't see any bunny outfits, but that's a good thing, I guess. I just don't like the word penthouse. Some nice furniture in there. See, you can't have that stuff when you have cats. I have to put my stuff up every time I play with it. Else the cats will just... My cats are good about not chewing anything, but they sure don't mind knocking off the tables and onto the floor, so... It's like, I want to sit here. Smack! Thanks, cats. I love finding my stuff on the floor every morning. You can tell I did read this, though. Life with Barbie. I think this was about their playline stuff, so that's probably why. You know, if I circle the page number, it means I read it. If I put these little things on here, it means I started reading it. And because I might be in like a place I had to stop reading it, I might put a little line. So, the Mackie face. I think that was the big thing right there. And Blaine's cool. This is the ones I was talking about. They should have made those into cases. I mean, not... Oh, no. That's the second version of Blaine, I think. He was the first version of Blaine, and the second wave is what it was. The third version of Blaine came with his own... He didn't come with a bedroom. He came with, like, a studio. Everybody else came with a bedroom. I guess they were afraid, well, we don't want girls to see the boys' bedroom. Yes, because boys don't buy dolls. Anyway. He got an entire place to himself, or basically the blue beach house. That became Ken's beach house. I did read this. Is that too much glare over here? Because that red writing is really hard to see. Let's see if I can pick it up and cut down on some of the glare. I'm only halfway through it. I bet my camera's going to cut out in 20 minutes or less. Jenny! Here we go. You know I read that stuff right there. Yeah. This was back at the beginning of the internet. I think I got the internet around this time steadily. I didn't get it probably... Like, well, yeah. I think by then I started getting dial-up at least. Before that, I was like, screw the internet. I hate the internet. But when I started realizing you can buy things online that are cheaper than going down to your store, or buying things on eBay, when I learned that it was an eBay, that ruined my life and changed it forever. Okay, I thought there was a thing on the screen. I think it's just where my fingerprint was on it this morning. I was trying to make it zoom in. How Barbie and Barbie magazine changed my life. So, author and Barbie lover Veronica Kegel-Kuhn. Can't read that. Okay, so there's that article on, in case you know somebody in there. And then it says, getting the most out of your reproduction Barbie dolls. I guess you got to fix their hair. And apply better makeup, because, I don't know. And we have an ad on the left, but we have Paris Fashion Doll Convention. Oh. I wonder if they have escargot Barbie. Barbie made of snails. There's a Jean doll in the middle. Lots of Jean dolls down at the bottom. Okay, hope there's no glare on anything. Moving along, because I'm afraid I'm running out of time here, because the camera only stores so much. The memory gets shot on this thing, let me just put it that way. It keeps updating itself, and eventually I'm not going to be able to use the camera at all, and it's just going to be worthless. A Japanese midge, $1,200 in 2000 money? Whew, that's 25 bucks ago. 25 years ago. Ad for Chicago. Oh, I did find a YouTube channel or something that I was looking at. It suggested it, and I was like, it knew that I saw an ad. Somehow it's reading my words that I say on my videos, and it's finding videos that are related to it. This is a lot of stuff. I love these chairs. I have some of these chairs. Man, Man, there's so much stuff on this page. It just makes my head explode. I love that doll. That Teresa and the Barbie, they put a PJ head on her. Those were the best at that time. They had the gymnast bodies, and those pants are so cool. I love it. Shirt was not as cool, but it was okay. So this article is probably worth reading. Oh, look at Tommy. He was like a little version of me when I was a kid. Not now, obviously. Although I do have a lot in common with a baby. Bald and fat and wrinkly. All right. Mad Mod Kiki 60s patterns. Well, lots of color. I do like that. It's very colorful. Look at that. I had the walking Barbies that had those kind of outfits on, but they were way more colorful. That's cool. It's almost like Asian inspired. Sorry about that. All right, here we have club news. So if you want to go clubbing. And then there's happy birthdays for people in July and August. So if you see your name down there, let me know, because your birthday is either July or August. I think this video, unfortunately, is going to come out the last August. I'm trying to get all the August ones in, but my cat has chosen that box where these are in to make her bed. I don't know why it's this particular box. There's two boxes beside each other, but she picks this box. She must love the Barbie. She's the only girl cat I got. Finders keepers. Vintage treasures. So if you want to freeze the screen and read it, you can feel free to do that. I'm not finding anything that I want to talk about there, but you know, teach his own. I understand. Some people like those rubber legs. I'm not a fan. Okay. I'm also not a fan of the new gym knees. Those things are ugly. Test your Barbie knowledge. Ooh, can you pass this test? Continued on page 127, so we'll have to make sure we find the answers. Oh, here's one of my favorite things. I love it when they show this stuff. Celebrity stage television. This is the foreign MBA honors presented. So these are like one-of-a-kinds. I loved one-of-a-kind dolls. Too bad nobody ever does that anymore. Not like my was it Wide-Eye Wonder make the awesomest dolls I've ever seen in my life. They even give you the abbreviations right here, which we all know what they are, but except I don't know what direct mail is because I've never done direct mail. Not that I'm aware of, at least. I mean, that's a classic right there. That senior prom. That's a classic. I have that one. Well, these are reproductions that I have, obviously. I'm not just paying for the originals. I've even seen this one, a reproduction. That one's cute. That one reminded me of something called Lemon Kicks, which has more like pants on it, though. I used to have the 1970 little booklet. I used to look at it all the time, wishing I had all these fashions. I had the reproduction of that. Yep, I have that one. That's where I got that one from. I have her. She's amazing. I've seen her. I think I may have had her at one time, but I was like, nah, what am I doing? All right, Stop and Shop. So this is ads. Looks like we might make it. There's another page, 127, we still got to get to. So that ad, what I was going to say was that channel, he went to the store. I was like, I just saw that store advertised in one of my magazines that I just reviewed. I only did 2 at that time. So I wasn't sure which one I did it in, but it was like 2 names of 2 women, and they're sharing one stop. And it's not that one. But I forgot where he said it was, like Chicago maybe, or Minnesota. I don't know. I don't know the northern states. Or wait, 127, I skipped it, didn't I? Okay, so it says continue to 127. Here's the penthouse information on 127. Huh. I'll test your Barbie knowledge. Here's the answers, by the way. Don't cheat. All right, I was back on page 132. I don't see her ad, but I may have just passed over it already. I had this, and I got it on clearance because it was the last one. It was one of those ones they displayed at the KB Toys, and it was therefore taken out of the package. This is one of my favorites I got. Oh, I love her. I always wanted her, but gosh, where would you put her? And then I was like, this is not Wonder Woman. Not to me. But her, this would be something you'd never touch. You would just put it in a glass case. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All right, well, I can't remember what the ad was called again, but the guy went there and I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to, and I just watched it and just, man, there's so much good stuff. I don't know. I don't think the ads, if it's in here, I passed over it. But somebody else bought it. All right, what do you guys think of that magazine? Let me know. It's the August 2000. It's probably the last of the magazines. It was at the back of my stuff. I was going from the front, and then I noticed that I had someone turned around, so I flipped the box around and went to the back. I was like, well, here's the 2000 August. So I'm trying to get all the August ones in this month, and I'll try to keep going next month if the Lord doesn't come back before then. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you in 7 years. All right. Have a wonderful and fantastic Friday.